we've been coming to Grace for almost 17 years now. And when we started, Lizzie was a 6-month-old baby, and we sat in the back because she was a noisy, messy baby. And the first person that we met was Tortoise Baird, who came up and said, babies are supposed to be noisy, babies are supposed to make messes, and you are more welcome here every Sunday. And she just gave me a hug and made us feel like we were welcomed. And ever since that, we've been part of this regular Sunday attendance.
One of the earliest memories I have for Ann and I of Grace is Miriam Teeter. Miriam came and spent time at our house early on after we had visited. She did a wonderful welcome here for us, and it has been someone that has been fond in our hearts ever since we joined 17 years ago. Others that have been along the way, certainly Al Larson and Barb Larson have been wonderful friends to us as we've continued to spend our time here, and many, many others.
We were greeted warmly by the small congregation of Grace Lutheran over on Middlefield Road in 1952. My wife and I had arrived from Iowa. We had 2 friends. The first couple we met was Barbara and Les Roberts, and another couple by the name of Troy and Ingrid Mann, who are no longer with us. We found Grace to be extremely warm and outgoing. There were all of 50 people in church. Within the first week, we were visited by an older couple by the name of Ed and Fern Rindy. And they were just wonderful. They go through the guest book every Sunday, and they would make it their duty to call on every new member. And within another week, we were guests at their home. Now that is real Christian love and fellowship. So we've been members here now since that time, and the church has grown a great deal, and I think that same fellowship exists as it did then.
So some specific people that have been amazing to us since we joined here at Grace. Going off what Erica said, when we got up here we didn't really know anybody, and when we first arrived here, the Carlsons actually opened their home up to us. So for the first 4 weeks, I think, that we lived in the Bay Area, we actually stayed at the Carlsons' house, and which was a great way to get to know the neighborhood and getting on our feet. So that kind of generosity before we really even knew them was so meaningful to us, because it really showed how much we had family here, even though we didn't get we hadn't had a chance to really get to know everybody yet. And then Andrew as well, when we first moved up here, invited us over for croquet and a barbecue in his backyard. And it was, it was one of I think it was like the first week we were here. Yeah. So it was this great way to get to know people and spend some time outside of just the 2 of us and get to meet our kind of wider family at Grace, which was great.